Good afternoon, 12:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 11th day of August. I should just name this. This is a time and date stream. So as you can see, I've already brought Davinci up. Go ahead and kill my icons. That looks a little cleaner to me. I'm sitting there trying to think of how and what I wanted to do this morning. And I told him I really didn't come up with anything. I really did not come up with anything. But I've got a couple things that have since popped into my head. Hey, Ken. Good to see you. Good to see you, Ken. Hey, wait. I'm the Ken in this channel. There's only one of me. No, I'm the Ken in this channel. Now we have the 5 Kens. Everybody can thank Jeff Ryman for that little bit. I set that up while I was watching Doug. Something just popped in my head about, oh, Doug's got 5 Dougs. I'll just do 5 Kens, and I'll make one of the Kens the top Ken in the world. So let me shut these off and how they go, because I think I remember the order. Okay, let's get started. Hi, Kenny Witten. Kenny, I need you to help me pronounce your name. It bothers me that I think I'm mispronouncing it. So let's get started. I'm going to go in here to my restored folder. I think tomorrow I'll show how you get to the restore folder. And I'm going to grab, I think I'll just grab this one. It doesn't really matter. It seriously does not really matter. And oh, it's the same one. I finished this yesterday. I have no need to do anything with this. So I'm going to go into File, Project Manager. I'm going to close this by hitting close. And then I'm going to immediately open this one. Yeah. Smurf is good. I'm good with that. Thank you, Black Lutch. I still stand by what I said this morning, though. I'll explain one of these days. This one's fine, too. So I'm going to go back into Project Manager. I'm going to close this one as well. And then I'm going to right-click and delete. Well, maybe not. Okay, I can't delete. Oh, yeah, right here, delete. So I'm going to delete it. I don't need that one. You can't undo this action. And it's gone. I'm going to right-click and delete this one. And it's gone. I deleted them because I don't need them. I finished it yesterday. So I'm going to go into this one. I don't even really care what it is. You're pronouncing it right. Thank you. So this one here, we got to go back to the edit page to see what we are. We can't be in effects. We have to be in the media pool. And then I want to right click. This is old. We all know this. This used to be a Stout users desktop new folder Valka. Okay, that's where it used to be. So I'm going to bring up my PC. Oops. I'm going to go into my D drive and I'm just going to type in the word Valka. Search for it. Hopefully it finds it somewhere. There's a reason I say somewhere. Oh, great. It doesn't find it anywhere. Okay, that's cool. I'm fine with that. I might not have gotten everything mixed yet. So I'm just going to go search everywhere. Why not? And hopefully it finds it here. Yeah, please, whatever you do. If you encourage me, you never know. You might get the big Ken on scene. You just never know about that. I wish he'd quit popping in. That just throws my what little bit of thinking ability I have off confuses me. Now, in the event I can't find this picture, it's no big deal. I'll just create something just to show you how this works. I think what today I want to show is how you export and then import it. Oh, there it is. So what I'm going to do now, while it's still running, I'm going to right click. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back over to my D drive. I'm going to go into Davinci, and I'm going to go into Davinci Resolve Data. And as you can see, I've been busy. Go to large icons. And yes, I know I need to slow down because that's one of my pet peeves. People that do instructional teaching tutorials do it 1,000 miles an hour and you can't keep up with it. Yes, Tony, 10 seconds. Very good point. So now I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to change the source folder. I'm going to browse. I'm going to go to the data drive, which is my D drive. I'm going to go into Davinci, and then I'm going to go into Davinci Resolve. I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to highlight it. I'm going to hit Open. It changes it here. Davinci Resolve Data. I'll hit Change. I can't move the playhead because I got this open, so I'll hit Change. And as soon as I do, it pops up here. That means it found it, but it hadn't popped up here yet. It hadn't popped up here yet. I don't sweat that because this takes, for some reason, a few seconds up to maybe a minute. I've not ever timed it for this to populate here and to populate here. But we know it's there because we see it. So if I had 15, 16, 17 of these to go get, I would already be right-clicking. If I know where they're at, I would go get them. So, for example, I'll go get... import media. So I'm going to go grab, I don't know, a picture I could care less about. Let's just grab this one. It was something stupid anyway. Bring this down here. Bring it over here. I don't need the audio, so get rid of the audio. And then when you play this, it's just a dumb trickster on a skateboard shooting a bow across the moving whatever. So let's just say I inadvertently delete this. It's gone, and let's just say I inadvertently delete this from here. It's gone. So then I would need to go figure out where did it go. Same process. If it's red up here missing, you just right click, open the file location and go find it. Well, I happen to know where that one's at because it's in my downloads. So now this is in my Macrium Reflect recovered from a backup folder. What I want to do next is I want to file, and I want to save the project first, and then I want to go file, and I want to export the project. It's going to ask you where you want to export it. I want to export it to my downloads. Yes, that's probably really wrong right now, but it works for me right now. So I'm going to save it. Just going to close Davinci Resolve. Speedy C, hello Speedy C, good to see you again. Very good to see you again. Tony Wallow, 10 seconds, like it. Yeah, Black Watch comes for the free beer. I'm not sure about the bits and bytes. Bits and bytes seem to be a little bit confused sometimes. Let's go to an expert on the bits and bytes. What do you feel about the bits and bytes? Personally, I feel I'm not with it yet today. Put that one back. I like that one there. Okay, so let's open Davinci Resolve. That was enough of a diversion. While we're waiting for Davinci Resolve to load in, let me talk to you about today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is called Awkward Silence. Have you ever been watching a video and there'll be good conversation going, and all of a sudden, at the drop of a hand, Joshy Kinder speaks up and then there's awkward silence? Well, I have a solution to that. Be sure to tune into my new series, How to Avoid Awkward Silence. And now back to our show. So you see I got Davinci Resolve brought up here. We are going to now import that little thing that we just did by going to an untitled project because I haven't figured out how to do it any other way. And then we're going to go File, Import Project. We know it's 3D Grandkids. We're going to click on it. We're going to hit Open. And then hit OK. And there it is. We knew it would be there because there it is. You know that it's there. We're good. 5 seconds. I didn't realize the timer was running. I better hurry up and get this done then. So now what I want to do is I want to see did it truly import it. I'm going to just go to the project manager, excuse me, and there it is. It's no longer in restored. It is actually on my main page for projects. It took me a minute to figure that out yesterday because I was struggling because I had just done it and I couldn't do it and I'm like frustrated. No, I did not go watch any tutorials. I actually kicked in my gray matter or actually my gray matter probably got put back into place last night and that's why I remembered it this morning. So that has been 11 minutes because I started the timer. The timer says I have 3 minutes. I will take... Oh, it's a good play on words there, Black Watch. Good play on words. Ian thought he might be watching today. So does anyone have any questions while I'm contemplating my next thing I want to do? I will entertain questions from the audience now. I might bring Zoom on this one of these days, but when I do, it's going to affect this. Right now, I've just started Zoom, and I'm not using my normal Zoom. I'm using a non-normal number so that it's just me, and I can get this effect because I really do like this effect. I like being more in the foreground than I do in the background, or what it appears to be the background. Did you miss anything last night? Oh, Jimmy. It's almost like Caddyshack where, Ted Knight takes the club and goes, Billy. Anyway, yeah, I'll get with you later on what you missed. So, got a minute and a half. I'm going to go ahead and end this. I appreciate everyone being here. Kenny Witten, Tony Wallow, Jim, and did I miss anybody? Speedy C. By the way, Speedy C, you should have gotten a message. If you're still here, could you respond in chat so I can make sure that that little change did, in fact, take place? I'll go ahead. Oh, whatever. Oh, because I'm trying to open up a project. So let's close that. And we're back to the screen. Cool. Online silkworm business. I've thought about it, Blackwatch. I did get that email. I'm literally still counting my quarters I have on my desk. I'm up to $1.50. I'm working on it. I will let you know. Yes, Tony, the thing from last night, going back to 22.5.1 or .5.1, however you want to look at it, actually did resolve. So there's going to be overtime here. I'll do this real quick. I'm just going to bring up that same project because it's super little and it'll literally render in about 1/3 of a second. So I'm going to bring this one back up and we're good. There it is. I'm going to render it out. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to render this out to grandkids render test. So I know what it is. I want it to be an MP4 right there. So I click on MP4. I want to go get my location because it doesn't default it. But watch this. This is so cool. Browse. Automatically puts it where I want it. There's the timer telling me I should stop. But I don't want it to go to my classmates project, so I'm going to go up one level. I want it to go in here, and I'm going to save it. Then I'm going to go make sure grandkid got a name, got a location, MP4. I'm now going to check encoder. It automatically defaults to AMD, which is what I want. before we had to put it to native. So I'm going to do an AMD. I'm going to add it to the render queue. And I'm going to render it. I'm going to say less than a second. Done. Maybe 2 seconds. So we'll verify that that actually did render. I don't want to close it because I want to come back to it, and I want to test something myself. Go into Davinci, go into Davinci Resolve Projects, and you can see it's right here, Grandkids Render Test. If we play it, it's right there. It's a still, so there's not going to be any activity. So these can go. I don't need them, but I'm going to do it later because I want to make sure I get rid of them in Davinci Resolve. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to go Render Test A. I'm going to keep the same settings except right here, I'm going to change it from AMD to native. I'm going to add it to the render queue. I'm going to get rid of the top one. I'm going to render it. I don't think the playhead has to go back, so I don't know what's going to happen. It might render it. It might kill the machine. I honestly don't know because I haven't tested it until just now. Render. Okay, so both of them render. Good. So yes, Tony, the reverting back to 22.5.1 did fix it. I can now render in AMD. I haven't even looked at my settings yet to see. I do have to go in here and make some changes. I was watching a video this morning that I need to actually look at some things. I don't remember where this is at. Of course, as soon as I stop it, it'll go right to it. Oh, there it is.
Give me your plate.
So I will end the stream and see everybody tomorrow. That's been about 17 minutes or so. I really kind of want to know. Oh, maybe it's under user. Then editing. This is supposed to be changed to 1. I saw this morning. And where is the doggone stupid? Oh, I'll find it later. So I will end. See you guys tonight. Hopefully I don't fall between now and then. See you later. Wait a minute. Somebody wants to say bye. See ya. Bye. I told you, I'm the main Ken. I run this show. I'm going to kick that other Ken out of here. I'm the man.